Hi guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. There we go. Okay, now I'm prepared. So there's another judge in Harris County, Texas that I like. I think I've only shown her once before. Actually, I've never shown her. I've never seen her. Her camera points away. There's a kind of a camera pointing up, but it points away. And she's getting ready for a trial. This was a couple days ago that I got this. But I mean it's a absolutely terrible crime. So we're not going to hear about the crimes. We're just going to hear about one portion of the lawyers requesting something, which is absolutely freaking ridiculous. Hey, CJ, my go. Oh, hello, Fozzie. He gets very upset if I don't do that. JV, Lori, who am I missing? Where's Kelly? Hi, Stephanie. Donald. Laura. Okay, these people sat waiting for almost 8 minutes or more, maybe more, for this to start. So they deserve props. They sat there waiting. I sat here waiting too because, oh, I couldn't start it early. Where am I? Okay, this clip reminded me of two things. Where am I? This clip reminded me of two things. One, when I first saw it, it looked it felt like an ad for like irritable bowel syndrome or something. Like she's got her medication. But then it also gave me the feeling of that's exactly what I would look like if I was in like Italy on vacation. That's me. That's what I want to do. Italy, headphones, dancing down the street in Italy. Doesn't that sound great? I've got, oh, that's right. Kelly can't make it for a couple days because inspection's coming up. Kelly, I hope your inspection goes well. I would come help you, but I don't like helping to clean. I don't like cleaning. I don't like cleaning at all. God, it sucks. Okay. I got two pieces of good news for everyone. Look who came back from the beach. My Teddy Grahams. That's for everyone. Also, as soon as my kids came back from the beach, I felt so bad for almost everybody watching my stream. Almost everybody. Guys. And I mean, you can't just order them either because it's not the same. This is saltwater taffy. And I'm not going to say this is my Candy Kitchen is my favorite saltwater taffy because in Maryland they have different saltwater taffies that are so good. And it's like oh, different flavors. So I'm not going to say which one is my favorite either because I love them all. When you first get the box, they're very, very, very soft and chewy. But my kids got every year, my kids get me 4 boxes. So they don't stay chewy for all 4 boxes, but I mean, I can order these anytime, but nope, once a year I get saltwater taffy from Maryland, and it is the greatest stuff. And all you guys who don't live near Maryland, I feel so bad for you because you never get to have that saltwater taffy. Those are my 2 pieces of good news. My Teddy Grahams came home, and my saltwater taffy's here. Now I have to wait a whole nother year for more, so I'm gonna ration it. Except it's really soft and chewy right now, so I'm gonna ration the next 3 boxes. Okay. I had something else, but I'm tired. I don't remember. So let's go to the lawyer. Let's go to there. How not to be a lawyer. I mean, why would you even ask for something like this?
Say that at this point without her testimony. without, I mean, you don't know the specific questions that the prosecutor plans on asking.
I guess my point, Your Honor, is, okay, setting the specifics aside. If there is an area of relevance that our cross-examination of her, she will not invoke her right to remain silent, then what Your Honor can do is order that the remaining areas where she would invoke, that those we can't go into. I'm trying to strike a balance here as far as the ability to put on a defense while still maintaining our ability to cross-examine the defendant and not just have her go up there and invoke and then have a negative inference from her invocation. If it is the case that at any point we get the entire point of putting her up there, like obviously asking her age is not, she's not going to trigger that. But if whatever is remaining is going to either be subject to cross-examination that is going to cause her to invoke, or is just irrelevant or otherwise inadmissible, then I think that there's cause to keep her out. I think that I don't know the specifics. Again, I've come in here, I haven't seen the rest of the trial, but if it's going to be the case where there is an area where she can testify that she is not going to invoke, then sure, she can testify on that. But I don't know, we've already got an indication that she's going to invoke, at least, I mean, on the second question that we started asking her. I think that what would need to happen is there needs to be an idea of what questions are going to be asked. I think that
I can just let you know I'm not doing that. So I don't want you to waste your breath.
Waste your breath. I am not doing that. Did you hear what that lawyer just asked? We got a witness on the stand. So, all right, let's see. Trafficking is the charge. But there was someone else there that day with the defendant. And they have this someone else on the stand. And this someone else, like, they've been saying for a while that someone else needs an attorney. So she gets on the stand. Prosecutor asks like 2 questions, and I think the first one was, can you say your name for the record? And then the second one was about the incident that night. And you know what she said? She said, I plead the fifth. And then everything crashed to a halt. He asked for the jury to leave, and now he's arguing this stupid case in front of the judge, and the judge is like, I'm not doing that.
No, we're not doing that.
You're not gonna let me present my witness? For a valuable witness to defend my case when it's the only witness the defense has?
Hold on, Mr. Powell. You can present your witness. The issue is that your witness has invoked her Fifth Amendment right. And so all of those conversations should have been had privy to understanding the nature of her specific role in this case. All of those, y'all should have talked about all of this. She has asserted on this witness stand her Fifth Amendment right when the prosecutor asked her the second question. We're not going to pick and choose which question the prosecutor can ask where she's not going to invoke her Fifth Amendment right, which question you can ask. We're not doing that. She's represented to this court that she's invoking her Fifth Amendment right. And so I believe what she said. She took an oath, and so we're moving forward. Do y'all have any other witnesses?
No, she's the only one, but I guess what he's talking about is like Rachel just threatened to charge my client with trafficking. So the first question he asked is, did you pick her up?
When you say your client.
I'm sorry, Share.
Okay.
Sorry.
They haven't made that, I'll call it threat before today.
But the very nature of this case involves somebody who could possibly be charged. I mean, That's the very nature of this. So
Yeah.
this is not some nuanced fact that we're just learning about. This information has been made available to y'all since the inception of this case. So this is not new factual information that you all haven't had time to prepare for in considering whether you were going to present her as a witness.
And to be clear, I don't think that it's any sort of, my understanding is that we haven't charged her, but I don't think if we were to present her, I think that the defense would be entitled, based on my understanding of the facts, to an accomplice as a matter of law, or as a matter of fact. So her testimony is intertwined with this. If with her incriminating herself, if there is a portion that is relevant, the defense can pick out that says, hey, this is the area that we're going to talk about that is not going to trigger her invocation, then I think that we can do that. However, I don't know what that area is. I would assume the defense knows their case better than I do and what they want to present.
Even if the defense knows it, it doesn't mean the prosecutor is bound by those specific set of questions to ask this witness. The very purpose of the Fifth Amendment is to safeguard against these things. And so I'm not going to put your client, well, Ms. Antu's client on the stand where she has already made an objection in this court as to the witness answering the specific question that the prosecutor has asked. And I can't limit the prosecutor to asking only a specific
Really? Is that
set
no?
of questions.
You can't do
Because
that?
it might trigger her invoking her Fifth Amendment right. Yes,
Do we have a jury?
we do, and I want to get this jury out. We're not doing this. So we're back on the record. This jury has been out since 12:37. Okay, these issues are not new. This case has been pending for how many days? 700 something days. Okay, this is not new, and so we shouldn't be resolving it today on the last day of trial. Okay, so.
I agree, Your Honor. Can I have 5 more minutes with defense counsel?
For what?
Just talk to them about this, see if we can try and narrow this down, to see if we can come to some sort of agreement or understanding beforehand. And it may be that we can't. But I just want to try and make sure that I want to kind of clean this up as best as I can. I don't think at the moment that we are at a spot where it's, I want to take this out of the realm of being an issue rather than it being an issue that we have to resolve.
Okay.
If I can just have 5 minutes.
I can just tell you this, cherry picking, telling the prosecutor that they have to cherry pick specific questions to ask the witness, I'm not going to permit at this point. And telling you that you have to cherry pick the questions that you're going to ask of this witness.
That's been happening. We couldn't ask about her HIV. We couldn't ask about.
Based off of the law, based off 412. I don't write the law. I
don't disagree with you as far as cherry picking there. If I may have 5 minutes to talk with counsel again.
Please be back here by 4. I'm bringing the jury out at 4:05. So.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you about cherry picking, but I just need 5 minutes to speak to the prosecutor so that we can pick which questions he's allowed to ask. Judge, we just want him to only ask this question. That's it. That's it. Why is he asking other questions that makes her plead the Fifth? Because if she pleads the Fifth, that means she could have been involved. And we certainly don't want the jury to know that the client up there might be innocent. Fuzzy, just scroll up a little bit.
Yes.
Sheila.
Water?
No. Keep going. I'll let you know when you get it.
Okay.
Come on. Keep guessing.
I'm 1,000%. I cut this out though. Oh. I didn't. We could have waited and listened to them try to work this out, which is ridiculous because you can't just put someone on the stand and say, well, you can't ask her that question. I mean, if it's relevant. If it's not relevant, yeah, that's fine. This is all very relevant.
We aren't authorized to, I don't even think Kim's in the building now to authorize it. I don't think that we, in particular.
Hold on, she asked if
On the record, please remain
there we go.
seated.
Mhm.
Judge,
We're on the record.
On the record,
we were not able to come to agreements on this, so.
Okay. Are y'all gonna be offering any sort of use immunity? That's the only way I can see is moving forward.
I don't think that, we aren't authorized to, I don't even think Kim's in the building now to authorize it. I don't think that we, in particular. Yeah, no, the answer is no.
And I would like to put on the record that I mentioned, I know to the court, I don't remember if that was on the record or not, that I would be asking throughout the duration of the trial, if Sharon had been called as a witness, I would be asking that she be a permitted lawyer. And I know I mentioned that to the court and defense even prior to picking a jury and throughout the trial.
Okay, and it's been known since this case was filed and on what day? I know the allegations are from 2019, but when was the case? Okay, but since 2022, there has at least been some knowledge of the fact that Ms. Wilson could have potentially been charged or has some sort of culpability with respect to the allegations in this case. So this is not any sort of new information. And I understand that she was appointed an attorney today, but you know, these are the cards we've been dealt based off of the witness's response. Okay,
Well, what I would say, Judge, is she is not my client.
sure.
And I might ask her questions and her lawyer will stand up and object to that Fifth Amendment for reasons as well. And so how am I, I think in that way, it would be highly prejudicial to the defense if you exclude our whole line of questioning where.
Let's be clear for the record. I'm not excluding. The court's ruling is based off of what this witness has testified
Dumbass.
to, okay? This witness is asserting her Fifth Amendment privilege. I have not made her assert her Fifth Amendment privilege, but I'm not gonna bring a jury out and have a jury listen to in part half of the testimony and then in the other part, none of it. That's just not, and if you can present me some legal authority on a court allowing a witness to, in front of a jury, to hear in part some of the testimony and in part bar the witness testifying from a specific set of questions, I'd be happy to take that into consideration, but to my knowledge, I haven't seen any. So
There's no such thing.
Just to give you an idea, we spoke in this 5 minutes. We tried to come to some sort of an agreement as far as the areas. Basically, it boils down to if the relevance of her testimony is to the events in this room. That's the real crux of it. And as soon as we start anything that we start cross-examining her about regarding that is when we believe that she's going to invoke, particularly based off of what happened before. So it's a question of not specifically her as a witness, but her as a witness to this area that is the main point of putting her up there is to testify.
Blah,
about
blah,
what
blah, blah,
happened
blah,
in
blah.
this room.
None of that matters.
From speaking with defense, and anytime we start asking questions about that, we get an invocation.
No,
Yeah.
I had asked her, when did you pick her up and her lawyer invoked? And then I asked another question, and she invokes. Then would all the testimony be gone at that time?
that's not what happened. I'm basing my ruling on what happened
In front of the jury, like I don't have to do it that way, in front of the jury.
well, typically we do it outside the presence of the jury so that we'll know how to move forward with either barring this testimony from coming in front of the jury or allowing the testimony to come in.
May I go back and let me ask some questions, whether a lawyer should invoke on me as well.
if y'all could just talk one at a time, please, please.
Don't make the court reporter angry. This guy right here, somehow, some way, during the course of this whole objection, decrease this guy's IQ about 30 points. And now this guy is joining in. The prosecutor is joining in. Dude, shut up. The judge is on your side. Oh, wait, no, that's the defense. The prosecutor dropped the defense attorney's IQ. It's terrible.
We could just let me put it back on, and her lawyer's gonna, if I ask the question, she's gonna invoke as well.
And, Your Honor, putting a witness up to have them invoke in front of the jury you don't get to do that. Under the law, you don't get to just throw somebody up to have them invoke, whether it's.
She's not my witness. I mean, she's my witness, but she's not my client.
Okay, so we're moving forward. Alrighty, do you have a motion outside the presence of the jury? Did you want to make your,
You know, we need to just put something on the record.
Okay. go
It
ahead.
gets a little
Your Honor,
better.
in Cause number 1848625 and cause number 1781470, we're still asking to be able to call Sharon Wilson as a witness in this case. She's a very important witness. She's our only witness. She's an eyewitness to very critical facts in our defense. Without putting her on, we really won't be able to put on defense. It's denying us the right to due process. And we don't believe that simply because she's invoked her Fifth Amendment right, that's a King's X to all of the rest of her testimony.
Do you have any legal authority
I
on,
do not,
okay,
but I am asking you to.
Okay. okay. And as you all know, the law does not permit me to bring a witness in front of the presence of the jury to have her invoke her Fifth Amendment right. This witness, which is on the record, this witness came before this court, took an oath to tell the truth, was sworn in before this court, was asked a series of questions by the defense lawyer, Mr. Powell. And then the second question or maybe even the first question that she was asked by the prosecutor, Miss Wilson has been appointed an attorney. Her attorney gave her several options, advised her of what her options were, and Miss Wilson chose to invoke her Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination. Okay, did you want to make any other objections with respect to Miss Wilson's testimony?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have anything else that we need to do outside the presence of the jury?
No.
Okay, let's get the jury out.
Okay, it gets just a tiny bit better. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
I cut this out. I did. I don't know what happened. Then I went back in and I fixed the audio better. And then I guess I uncut my cut.
Get there. No, they still have to present a witness. Do you need?
Okay, she asked for the jury to come back in. After asking them if they had anything else. Do you have anything
Yes,
else?
thank you, Ms. Anton.
What about Ms. Wilson? Would you like her to stick around or leave?
I do not need Ms. Wilson to stick around.
Well,
Can Ms. Wilson be excused as well?
Do you need her to stick around?
Is she allowed to watch closing arguments?
She is. She's not a witness, is she? In punishment, if we get there.
she might be punished, but we know there's no punishment.
If we get there.
If we get there. No, they still have to prove up the prior.
I will let her know.
And it's not life without parole.
He is parole eligible. All right, for the jury.
You all may be seated. Members of the jury, I want to apologize for keeping you all out for so long. We had some matters that we had to handle. State, do you rest and close?
State rest.
Okay, or you close at a later time?
Yes, we'll close.
Okay. Defense?
Your Honor, I guess we have a motion, but
That's what I just asked.
Oh, I didn't understand what you were asking, Judge, I'm sorry.
Okay. Can you send them out for a brief moment?
Yes, Your Honor, I can. All rise for the jury.
Spoiler alert, the judge does not in fact kill him for this,
Keep them close. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
but she's annoyed. She just asked, is there anything else before I bring the jury back in? No, Your Honor, nothing. Okay, bring the jury back in. Your Honor, I have a motion we need
Well,
to
maybe
do outside the jury.
Seated. You may proceed, Mr. Petrusi.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, in the state of Texas versus Paul Coleman in cause number 184-8625 and 178-1470, the defense would make a motion for an instructed verdict of not guilty in that the state has failed to establish a prima facie case in each one of these cause numbers.
That motion will be denied. Well, I'm ready for the
I'm
jury.
shocked.
Can you tell Thomas?
Sorry, Judge.
It's okay. I
When you
just,
said motion on the state, I forgot, I was thinking of things.
it's okay.
I can't believe she denied his motion. This case has been open for over 2 years. They filed charges in 2022. If you're a defense attorney who is someone on the stand who's looking at life, not with parole, like they have the possibility of parole, but it's still life in prison, and you have exactly one witness, and you have no idea in over 2 years that they're going to plead the fifth when they get on the stand. Lori, let's just say trafficking-ish charges. Life in prison charges. That should sort of be without the possibility of of parole, but I think the prosecutor was being nice for
All
some
rise for
reason.
the jury.
You all may be seated. Defense?
Yeah, we agree.
The defense just rests, which means they didn't put up, they only put up that one witness for a minute. They have no other witnesses. But she did plead the fifth. So maybe that was enough to get the case thrown out. I mean, to get the jury to think beyond a reasonable doubt. Who knows? But that was a tragedy for that person. I mean, if the charges are true, I'm glad they messed everything up so bad that they have zero defense at all to put on. I'm glad. I'm not gonna lie. But this is America, so we have to have equal opportunity on that stand. I don't know if that's a public defender or if that's a paid attorney, but if that's a paid attorney and he has zero witnesses, and if it's a public defender, I hope someone speaks to him a little bit. Maybe in 2 years you should do something, do your job. Okay. It is time. It's time to go to Judge Fleischer. Oh, wow, he looks good, guys. I like this outfit. Yes, 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 I do. I wonder if I pull this over, Do I have to give a shout out? I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm gonna pull this over onto my screen because I have to maximize it. But it's here for a second and everybody can see it, right? And right down here, a month ago, it's telling me that I should really watch this Law Talk with Mike video. So since this did touch my screen for a second, and I like Law Talk with Mike a lot, I'm going shout out to Law Talk with Mike for providing a tiny piece of content at the bottom of my of the bottom of my screen when I went to maximize Judge Fleischer. Shout out to Mike, yo. He has made my stream great today. Okay, freaking lutely. That I mean, of course they're gonna say that. Of course, there has to be because that. But who knows? Maybe not. Once you get in jail, it's really hard. Really hard. It takes years to do anything like that. Maybe if he has a paid attorney or she has a paid. It's a girl. It's a lady that did all this. Anyway, well, not late.
Seems like a pretty really.
Nobody has any idea how sorry I am. That was an
I
accident.
think that's what
Okay, let's get to work.
First, that is page 1. Alvarado, come on up.
Nicole Alvarado, come up.
Alvarado, is that in a country song? Like a Kenny Rogers song? Where's Fletcher?
Are you Nicole Alvarado? Yeah. Miss Alvarado, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. Okay.
I don't know if you guys remember a couple streams ago, Judge Fleischer, I think it was Judge Fleischer, said Haywire. And my brain broke and I'm like, oh my God, Haywire, was that an album for Men at Work or Motley Crue? And you guys all said Livewire was Motley Crue, and you're right. You're absolutely right. But Men at Work did a song called Highwire. So when Judge Fleischer said Haywire, I merged Motley Crue and Men at Work together, and it was beautiful. It broke my head a little bit, but yeah. So Despacito? No, Desperado.
Thank you, Your Honor. On August 14th, 2024, at a Target store, officers met with loss prevention who informed them that 3 Hispanic females concealed items in their bags and on their persons and passed all points of sales without paying. Defendant Alvarado had $265 worth of items in her purse, along with an anti-theft tag attached to a magnet.
Did you say Target?
Yes, Your Honor. Give me 1 second to open up their cases.
Yeah, please.
Defendant Pereira had $206.99.
It's in our court.
Defendant Pereira is, yes, Your Honor. And
Is that today as well, or do you know when?
Yep. Yeah, Barrera's today, and then the next one is tomorrow.
Gisette Barrera, come up.
Judge, the information on Alvarado didn't list the co-defendants, but I did see Barrera. Was there the third one, Capacello?
Yeah, Capatillo is in court 10 though still.
Okay, can you do that case number?
Yes, 252-4507.
So we're gonna get it then. We've got the lower cause number.
Well, because she has pending, she has this code pending everything.
That's a
No.
good point too.
No, okay,
Hello.
yeah, it's gonna get transferred. Yes, sir.
I already emailed Darren about it.
Okay.
Ladies, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with you.
Lena's did have a birthday. Would you like to see my gift to her?
Your case. How old are you?
19,
How old are you, ma'am?
26.
What do you do for a living?
Work.
Where?
Oh, I'm working on a job right now.
So you're not working.
I'm working.
Did you graduate from high school?
But your outfit is working, Judge.
What are you doing with your life? The way you're trying to figure things out, it's not working well for you. You didn't graduate high school, so I assume you dropped out. You're not working, and now you've picked up a theft case. So you're going 100 miles an hour backwards into a brick wall. How does that look? Right. What you do now, you set yourself up for the next 40.
Wait, was he just being, was that just a euphemism, or was she driving her car 100 miles an hour backwards? I missed it because I was playing around. Was she driving a car 100 miles an hour backwards? Because now I have something new to do on my bucket list.
Years. And if you continue to do things like this, you'll end up in jail, broke, or on the street. This life,
Had to be a
when
euphemism
you
because
live it without money,
He didn't say
really,
dead.
really sucks. And when you start picking up theft cases, no one hires thieves. I promise you.
it's still on my bucket list. I don't care if she didn't really do it.
If I test you for dope right now, what are you going to test positive for?
Nothing.
I'm sending you now for a drug test. I want to know. Miss Barrera, what do you do with yourself? So you're a stay-at-home mom. How many children do you have? Who else lives with you at that house? So what's going to happen if you go to jail for an extended period of time? Who's going to take care of those kids? How old are they? Not only that, you keep picking cases up, CPS will get involved. And I'm going to tell you that when that happens, oof, not only is it expensive, but it's a complete and utter nightmare. I'm ordering you guys not to go to Target whatsoever. You said Target, right?
Sure.
Not.
Who else is calling bull on Lena saying, if you drive any slower, you'll be going backwards? Who else is calling bull on that? There has to be at least 7 more swear words in this sentence for it to be correct.
To go to any Target whatsoever.
And
And
the
I'm ordering
finger.
you not to have contact with each other as well, and not to have contact with the other co-defendants. You violate these conditions, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds, and I'm going to make them sky high. With you, ma'am, we are now going to get you back into school to make sure that you, at a minimum, get your high school diploma. Because if you don't, nothing good will happen for you. Did you graduate from high school? So I will appoint you a lawyer today, and I'm going to send you for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, you're going to test positive for. When you come back, I'll have you speak to someone, and then we're going to talk about you getting back into high school, or at a minimum, getting your GED. Do you understand?
Sir.
Ms. Barrera, what kind of household income do you have? Yeah. Yeah, it's household, so it's everyone involved. If I drug test you, what are you going to test positive for? I'm now sending you for a
There's no
drug
such
test as
thing.
well. And I'm going to tell you, I don't care what's going on in your life. You ever test positive for anything while you're on bond with me, I will put you in jail. I'm no more ifs, ands, or buts. Do you understand? I'm sending them both now, please, for a test. I will also, if you want, I will give you an application. You can apply for an appointed lawyer. But for now, I want to send both of you guys to
Donald.
get tested. And then we'll have you come back and then we can talk about a lawyer situation.
Whoever's
I'm going to now
right,
have you go to
Donald.
Victoria. We'll have you sign a reset and then I'm going to have you take a seat in the first pew there.
Good morning, Judge.
Give me a second, Mr. Opande.
Thank you, Judge.
Do you have an arraignment, sir?
Judge, you speaking to me?
Yes.
Oh, no, not an arraignment. We actually just need a reset.
Okay, but I'm doing arraignments now. Let me just do this real quick and then when I'm
Okay,
done.
sure. Thank you,
And then
Judge.
I have lawyers in here. I take priority over them because they're here versus
Thank you.
online.
I
So,
understand.
but I'll get to you, I promise.
Thank you, Judge.
26, Kenya, come on up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not yet. Yeah, all right. Thank you. Yes, sir. Man.
Moises Pena,
Yes, sir.
Pena, you're charged with driving while your license
Hi,
is suspended.
Jay.
Second offense. You're facing up to 6 months and/or a $2,000 fine. What to do? Probable cause. You have the right. Silent. Bless you. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney. And if you cannot afford it to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. On August 15th, 2024, officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle going 53 miles per hour in a 40-mile-per-hour zone. The defendant was identified as the driver, and
Superhero.
CIC showed that the defendant's license had been suspended invalid before. He applied for one due to a DWI second on May 26, 2020, and a DWI first in 2019. The defendant was previously convicted of driving while license suspended in 2016, and was charged with driving while license suspended second offense in 2020. The second case was dismissed.
So let me see. Right, okay, so he does have just the one prior. So what was he pulled over for again?
SPD 53 and 40.
Got it. Mr. Pena, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I hope that you take this seriously because if you don't, you will be doing a ton of jail time. I can hold you in contempt, slap you with 180 days every time you drive because it's an offense in and of itself. Every time you drive. If you drove, you better not drive home. Do you understand? Don't drive whatsoever. If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance, and then we can talk. But until that point, you drive.
So I can apply for a driver's license for a
No,
driver's
you will
right
have to
now?
contact DPS. I can give you the number to DPS.
Would you please?
Hold on a second.
Lock you up with people? They're nice people, though.
Deputy, do you mind giving me this, please?
Yes.
That's the number to the driver's license division, to DPS. I would call them first and see what you need to do to get your driver's license. When you call them, call at 7 o'clock in the morning. Do not call at 7:05, at 4:02, 10:57, because you will never get through. It's so busy every single time. You have to call right when the switchboard opens, and then they will tell you exactly what you need to do to get your license. I don't know what, but it's probably going to be pretty expensive. But until this point, do not drive. You will not get another warning from me.
Is it a bowling
You
shirt?
understand?
Yes, sir.
We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. After that,
When he
I'll get you to
turns
Victoria
around.
to sign a reset and we'll see you in 30 days. All right.
Judge, that
Not a
was the
bowling
last.
shirt.
Wonderful. Any PHAs?
I wonder, guys, I wonder if we should take a break quick and see if Fozzie accepts phone calls at work. Should we? Should we see if Fozzie ever accepts personal phone calls while he's performing his work duties? He calls me while I'm working all the time. And I know because I put it, because I put it. Okay, here we go. I'm doing it. Don't swear. Fozzie, I bet you I can get you to say 19 in less than 5 minutes.
Okay.
What do you think? You think I can get you to say 19?
No.
Okay, let's see. What's 1 plus 7? Add 3
11,
plus 2 more
13,
plus 10
23,
plus 4
27,
plus 2.
29.
Oh, I did it. I told you. You said it.
Not what you said. I won.
No, you said it. You said 29. I said, I bet you can't, you want to say
I'm too smart.
goodbye, Fozzie.
Bye.
Damn, he is too smart. He was supposed to say, nuh-uh. You said I wasn't supposed to say 19. And then I would have won. I'm glad I didn't put money on that. Jeez. Man, they make Texans smart, guys. Okay, I'm gonna have to step up my game next phone call. Get ready, Fozzie.
Yes. Okay. Joaquin, you ready? What is your client's name again? Come up. No, I just had him do the affidavit. Mr. Hernandez.
Yes, sir.
What is the one thing I asked you not to do?
No drugs and no alcohol.
What did you do?
Working and I had a couple drinks.
So what happens now?
Sure.
Take a guess. There's consequence
You're fine.
to behavior. And when we issue a court order, we mean it.
Yes, sir.
I told you not to drink and you drank. But there's only one place that you go to. Guess.
Yeah.
Right. He goes with you. See you soon.
I will.
Okay, Joaquin, we'll talk and
We have, Mr. Hernandez is taking the TRAS for the PTI program. We're scheduled to come back to court next Thursday. I assume,
please don't send him down, okay? But yeah, he goes with you.
I assume we can get it done by next Thursday.
Okay.
So, just wanted the court know that he should.
Set it for next Thursday?
Actually, I would like a few more days, because I think if I get it in 2 weeks, we should have it all signed and the DA fee paid and everything at the interlock and all that.
It's a shame that we were so close.
I know you're on.
And it's only 112
Who was
days, so if
wearing
you
a
want more
salmon
time, you
jacket?
can have, I don't care.
Actually, I would like to do it as soon as possible.
I didn't see a
Just
jacket.
Just let me know.
just to get him on it. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Anyone else? Anyone else?
Who?
All right, Mr. Opande.
Who's the author? Please.
Yes,
Ray.
Judge. This is on Miss Tajamin Suba. We are doing the PTI. She did the TIRAS. She signed the contract. She just hasn't gotten the interlock installed. I think they're kind of waiting on that. The DSR
I'm pretty sure I would have noticed if Will had a jacket on. I'm pretty sure, Rebecca.
office. So she's going to be doing that next week, and I think then she'll be in the program.
This is on Ms. Daira Suba, right?
That's correct, Judge.
Hey, is she here?
She's in court. Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Daira Suba, Come up.
I see Will, but are you sure he's wearing a jacket? I missed it. I didn't notice it.
Okay. You were supposed to have the interlock. Have you made it?
No, not yet.
You need to do that. Your case is nearly 200 days old, and I'm giving you a week to get that done. You understand, man? If you don't have it done in a week, I will bring you back day for day until you have it done. So I would leave today and call to make the appointment. Is she going to be driving, Mr. Opande?
I believe she drives. Yes, she's a student in college, and I
You
think
have a
she-
license and insurance? Okay, all right. So we'll set you off for a week and good luck, man. Okay? Do you want,
I was a tiny bit worried about the pants though, because they come up high, like I'm pointing to my ankles so that you guys, they come up a little high. So he might need a little more length for his pant legs.
a week from today, Mr. Opande, or not? What day do you want next week? Doesn't matter to us.
Just one moment, Judge. Let me see. I mean, I'm hopeful that she'll be done. And if she does, then she would need to come in, but. Okay, so. I think maybe just give her until Friday next week, Judge.
We don't do Fridays because it's too busy with arraignments. If you want Thursday,
Oh, okay.
we can do that.
Then we can do a week from today, which is next Thursday.
Okay, we got you.
Thank you, Judge.
For sure. Take care.
Mhm.
If a
Same
lot
to
of
you.
them remember.
Hi, yes, ma'am. But, yes, ma'am. Ray,
Hey, Judge.
good morning.
Got Mr. Uloa on. This is the gentleman that was on Tuesday. Court ordered that he come in every Monday and Thursday to get drug tested. So
What was the last name?
Uloa, ULLO OA.
Is he here?
He should be.
Did he,
He was in
Did you lower
custody
check in?
yesterday? Oh, that must have been someone different.
Page 34. Page 34.
No, not yet.
He's not checked in, Ray. So if
Okay.
you want to chat me your cell phone, I can hit you up if and when he shows.
All right, we're gonna get on the road here in a few minutes, taking our son to college. So
Ah, fantastic. Good luck, man.
thanks. So yeah,
I
if
cannot
they
confirm
could just
or
shoot me an
deny.
email or a text, that'd be
I'll
great.
text you. I'll text you. You know, just chat me your cell phone. I'll text you if he shows. If not, then we'll go from there.
All right, I'll send you my personal.
Sure. Good luck with your son.
Thank you.
Nick. Hey, bud. What's up? Of course.
Yeah, board, Judge.
Okay.
I don't know who this guy is. Do we know who this
Mia,
guy is?
there you are. So what are we doing?
3 days from Monday.
Good morning, Ms. Horde. Ma'am, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and
Who
a
did she
$4,000
assault?
fine.
She doesn't even have arms.
Howdy. What are you doing, Mike?
I work in a kitchen. I'm a manager there.
Are you sure you want to do this?
She's a manager.
The other options have been gone over with her, and she doesn't favor a probation or a pretrial type of.
Doesn't
approach.
want to.
She wants to get this over with minor. I've explained it all.
Problem is that, you know, when you plead guilty to something, it's going to go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. And you never know how it's going to impact you.
Just like her
Because there are
question,
so many different ways, you know, you may not work at this place forever. You may go to another job. I mean, statistically speaking, people who go through 6 to 8 to 10 jobs in their lifetime, you're going to have to apply for other jobs. You're always going to have to explain this to every single person. You think it's gonna bar you from getting a job? Hell yeah, it's gonna bar
No,
you from
she'll
getting a
slap
job because
them.
people know that you have a
If they have
trigger
a problem
temper.
with it, she'll slap them.
At the minimum, if you were to do some kind of a deferred, right? If you complete it successfully, you can have it sealed. You know, you don't end up with a conviction. You may even have it sealed, you know, the problem is that you just have to be good for a certain period of time. And what we do to entice you to want to do well is I'll cut you loose in half the time if you do well. So if they were to offer you like a year probation or 9 months or whatnot, I'll cut your fees. You won't have to pay for anything, you know?
Deferred? Yeah.
It's just ending up with a conviction at 22 really sucks. It really does. And when you take a half-ass approach to something, it's a terrible result. I mean, look, and I don't want you to make a decision on the spot, you know? If you want more time, I mean, we can give you another setting. You can take time to think about it. I don't want you to make a rash decision.
Yeah.
I do defer,
Standard
Judge.
conditions. Yeah. I think we can get this done this morning, Judge.
And if you do well, right, you're nice to everybody, I'll take you off in half the time, you know, and I'll pay for everything. Outside courses, like if they want you to take an anger management course, that's something given by someone outside. I can't pay for that, but I'll roll your fee. I'll cut your fees so you won't have to pay for anything else, you know?
We'll get it done, Judge. We'll get the proper paperwork done.
Sorry to kind of, but I mean,
Sometimes when the judge says it, they hear it better than from the attorney.
trying to help, you know?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mr.
We'll just redo the plea sheet. Okay, just have a seat. I'm gonna redo the plea sheet.
I just tried calling him, Judge, and it went straight to voicemail, but I left him a message.
Okay. I'll reach out to you.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I
Sounds
don't
good.
want you to have to wait. It's silly.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, for sure, Ray.
Enriquez, Angela?
Joaquin, are you still at 775?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll reach out to you
Thank you, Judge.
for sure.
Does we have another arrangement that showed us? Whenever you're ready.
Isn't it very cute?
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
I'm hearing the song Footloose in my head too.
Page 11, Fox, come on up.
Oof.
My attorney's not present.
Food is great.
For Fox.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Fox, you were placed on probation for a terroristic threat of a family or a household member. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. It's alleged that you have now violated that probation and a warrant was issued.
My turn.
Who is your lawyer, sir?
James Bonner, Jim Bonner. Yeah. Okay.
He picked up a DWI. Huh? He picked up a DWI. Take your seat for me in the jury box. Where is the DWI? felony or misdemeanor? Yeah,
It just says DWI, so I'm guessing it's the first January 8th in Fort Bend County.
any other criminal history that he's picked up while he's been on?
Not that I see, Judge. I'm gonna do a double check right now. I think what's alleged MJ is the only violation. Let's see.
So the consumption of alcohol.
Well, that's related to the DWI, I believe.
In the jury box, the translator is here.
Okay.
Translator is here. Okay.
Come up, Mr. Idelce. Okay. Yeah, who? No. Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, I know. All right, thanks. Why are you here?
Por el WI. DWI.
Why are you in front of me now?
Ante mí ahorita. No sé. I don't know.
You were continuing to drink.
Está continuando de tomar.
No.
No.
The Bible says that you are
De acuerdo a mi reporte que
tampering with the device.
está manipulando el aparato.
No, de ninguna manera.
No, there's no way.
No. Incluso estaba.
Client's Scram device has one reported tamper event. The confirmed tamper event occurred on 8/12. It was confirmed by the Scram analyst. Alcohol was detected during this time period.
You want to say something?
Sure.
I have spoken to the people in charge, and the response was, I am not sure. I said, what is this violation that we're here for today? She said, well, the scram was tampered. I said, how? She said, I am not sure. I spoke to my client. The man said, I've not even touched it. I just shower and do everything normally. So I'm surprised and it has it in his leg. He has not touched it.
Let's do this. I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now. And then you have to come back. But I'm telling you, I have a tamper event, meaning that you were doing something to this device. You were either moving it, you were putting a piece of paper or other in between your leg and the device to tamper with, and they detected alcohol. I know that you're telling me no, but I have a device that's telling me yes.
No, de ninguna manera.
There's no, not at all.
No, no lo ha hecho.
I didn't do that.
No.
The device tells me something different.
El aparato me está informando de otra cosa.
No sé por qué está haciendo eso.
I don't know why it's doing that.
No.
Let's do this. I will send you for a drug and alcohol test right now.
Oh, sí, está bien.
That's fine.
I'll have you come back and we'll go from there.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
I have your cell phone, so I can just text you, Mr. Nolan, when he gets back.
I'll be here in 2:30 PS. I'm coming back. I'll be back by 11.
Looking at now?
Yes, I'm going straight. Thank you.
I'll text you
Thank you, Judge.
when he comes back.
Yeah.
What's the charge? PSI?
Thanks for helping me with that one.
Tord, come on up, man.
If he had staged this one, it's not.
All right, Ms. Ford, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You know, I think that probably the most difficult thing that people face with this is the no drugs, no alcohol portion of this, okay? Just be as good as you can. Don't use, I'm not gonna ding you if you're gonna test positive now, but don't as of today, okay? Because I want you to complete this thing successfully. I will give you every tool that you need to get it done. I will pay for your fees and the incentive, I'll cut you loose and like I said, at least half the time if you're good. Pavel, what are you asking for?
Judge, on this 12-month deferred, the terms are effective decision-making, anger management, 12 hours community service, no threatening, harassing contact with MFE.
That is our agreement, Judge.
So no threatening, harassing with who?
Emma, EMMA, fee, FEE.
Okay.
And Little Woodrow since it happened there.
So no going to Little Woodrow's?
Yes, sir.
Ask what else?
Effective decision.
Effective decision-making and anger management, Judge. Those are 2 classes, community service and then no threatening contact.
How much community service?
12 hours, sir.
Did you graduate from high school? Okay. So my primary goal is that you learn from this so that in the future you think, because sometimes you may have but just a nanosecond to think, if I do this, what's going to happen? If I say this, what's going to happen? With the decision-making class and the anger management class, hopefully that will impart to you the kind of patience and forethought that's needed. That's all we're asking. I don't care about the community service, really. The idea is that you get the classes and that you just learn from this so you don't come back, right? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine the accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can never change this. If you violate this agreement, then I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail and you're looking at an entire year. So just be good. And I'll tell you what, look, get your classes done. If you're done within 3 to 6 months, we'll take you off early. Okay? How do you plead to the offense, ma'am? Guilty or not guilty? I will not find you guilty. I will withhold that for a year, get it done, just make us proud. Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Judge. See you next time, Judge.
Did you get the documents about the kid from yesterday? The waiver from the New York juvenile delinquent, Amy?
They wanted me to make sure he was here, but yeah, we have, I saw that she's filed.
Did you get it or no? Do you know? I forgot to check my email yesterday, so let me see. Hey, where's Rachel?
Huh?
Where's Rachel? Huh? Hi, Marcus.
How are you, Judge?
Subbing in?
Subbing, withdrawn. I was on this case. He picked up he's in custody, he's in the back. He picked up a felony and a misdemeanor.
Moreno?
Yes. Are you still on here or what?
Yeah, just for today. What's up?
Moreno, Moreno,
Yeah,
Pablo.
I need to speak to homeboy.
Yeah.
Okay,
And-
we'll appoint someone.
Okay.
We'll get ready.
You don't need me, do you?
No.
I've already spoke with him, so he already knows. You don't need me, do you? Okay.
No.
Thank you.
No, we're good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Luis is here, so did you figure out what's gonna happen with your car?
Oh, parking, they're letting us back in. I guess enough people spoke to management about it.
Really?
They're letting us
You're
back
back?
in.
Oh, nice.
They just have,
I'm so mad. Somebody gave me a rose today at work and I forgot it. It's at work. It's okay because I freaking live there too. But I wanted my rose for here, not for work. Now I gotta work 12 more hours with my rose there, and I wanted my rose here. Fine, I'll bring it home tomorrow.
They just don't want to let us in on Astros game day, day game days, like during the day.
Games in the afternoon too, man. You know?
But around that time, I guess it's more money to charge people $40 than it is to charge people like $6 in the morning. Are they good? Okay. Yeah.
Amy, what's your email address?
Last name.
Good morning, Mr. Moreno. Okay. How's jail?
Very bad.
Good. I hope it is. I hope it's the most miserable experience that you have.
Nah, that's marriage.
We have them for a reason. And it seems that you have now picked up another 2 cases. You were on bond with a criminal trespass with us, and you were out in the free world. Yay, little bunnies jumping in the woods. Now you've picked up a felony, another misdemeanor. You picked up a terroristic threat with us and a felony assault. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Hey, is there a nice hold now? Let me check, please. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. On February 18th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a disturbance at an address and arrived a little bit after 3 in the morning. They met with the complaining witness, who is the defendant's wife, as well as the defendant's daughter, who's another complaining witness, and the defendant's son, who's merely a witness. His son advised that his mother called him and told him to come home because his father was being aggressive with him. The mother was trying to pack up her things so she could stay at a friend's house. The witness stated that the defendant became upset and tried to kill both the mother and the daughter, and then charged towards the daughter. The witness stopped him.
So he charged at his daughter.
Yes, Your Honor. The mother and the daughter were planning on leaving their finances. His daughter stated that the defendant got upset because he believes his wife is cheating on him. She cooperated with witness's story, and the mother's story matched as well.
Did you tell me what the terroristic threat was? Because I didn't.
Give me a second. He threatened to kill her and complainant two when he charged at complainant two. It's in the complaint ones.
So what did he do to pick up the assault?
That is from.
I mean, did he punch, slap?
I'm losing 8 cats in a couple hours. 7 tiny, itsy bitsy, tiny little kittens, and that mean mother. But you know what? I think I prefer the mean mother over all the cute little kittens because she has her standards. And she rules this house right now, except for me. And they're leaving in a couple hours.
Kick
the blade to. Where on the body?
And how bad injury wise? And did we not have a
robots? I don't know.
No, it says here on the DIMS. Complaint Tuesday, the defendant got upset and verbally threatened to tell our complainant form. Charge, complaint Tuesday that the defendant didn't charge at her and was stopped by the witness. Complaint Tuesday that she was scared for her life.
It wouldn't fit in the envelope.
And the DIMS does say that it happened on February 18th. I believe that's a typo in the DIMS. It should be August 18th.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, in the assault, he did go into the kitchen to, grab a knife, but, the clients already had hidden the knives. They also alleged that,
They hid their
the
knives.
wife also said that, he uses cocaine and he had a, open container in his, motor vehicle.
The assault alleged, was
Doing the Lord's
wife
work.
got home and defendant came outside, pulled her out of the vehicle, and squeezed her wrist while doing so. That's the assault. So it's in the very beginning.
Happens frequently, every day.
Well, I'll tell you that now you picking up all these cases, you've now triggered an immigration detainer. So whatever happens to you in the felony courts now, you will be shipped off to immigration. Was it worth it?
It is the same complaint that.
Yeah, yeah.
In the criminal trespass.
So I'm now going to revoke your bond on the criminal trespass. I will set that at $5,000. Mr. Moreno, I think that your bond on the terroristic threat is also too low at 1,000, and I'm going to raise that to 5,000 as well. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond, if you are released, to have an ankle monitor prior to your release. I'm ordering you not to have any contact with these individuals, not to be in possession of any weapons. And I'm also issuing a protective order on both of these people. Yari de la Cruz Moreno are both listed now as protected individuals. You cannot commit family violence or assault against either person. You cannot commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where they live or where they work. Do you understand? You were not allowed to talk to them. So that means you are not allowed to use phone privileges to call out to them. Do you understand? If you violate this, the state can and will file a violation of a protective order against you. And things will just get so much worse than they already are. Do you understand, Mr. Moreno?
Yes, sir.
Today, so we will have you talk to someone. These cases will probably end up tracking the felony, so you'll sit in custody for the next year waiting for something to happen. And then after that, you'll be shipped off to immigration. All right. Good luck, sir.
I have no idea. I think. Let's see.
To have the forethought to hide the knives. It was great. Genius on their part to do that. You know, really. Just to think and to have enough to hide the knives, which is great. I'm glad they did that. Who knows what would have happened?
Come on up. You want him to come on up?
On his way.
Oh. Counselor, if you'll just step on that way you can be right in there.
Counselor, if you could just rub this microphone the whole time, we'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Mr. Howard, you were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Officers conducted a traffic
Good
stop
bit of work.
on a
Thank you.
vehicle for failure to wear a seatbelt. Officers observed in plain view an unholstered loaded weapon at the defendant's feet. Date of offense was November 11th, 2021.
You have a license. Mr. Howard, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Your case is 1,015 days old. It is time to make a decision what we're going to do on this case.
Request
Do you have a
denied.
Texas driver license?
Yes, sir. Is eligible, Your Honor. It expires in 2025.
Do you have liability insurance in your name?
Yes, sir.
You're not allowed to drive unless you have either. How old are you? How old are you? What do you do for a living?
Right now, I'm gonna do it actually.
Why?
Long story, really long story, but I had lost my job in March pretty much. A lot of things going on. I've been trying to get back pretty much since then.
How do you survive? How do you eat?
I have money.
It's time to make a decision on this case. Do you guys, is there an offer?
Yes, Your Honor. There's a PTI offer, gun safety class and forfeiture for weapon.
You have 2 weeks to get this done. If you do not get this done in 2 weeks, I will set your case for trial. This offer goes away. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So they've given a PTI offer where if he completes a gun safety class and what else?
Forfeiture of the weapon.
And forfeiture of the weapon, they'll dismiss the case. Due to the age of the case, I'm giving him 2 weeks to get it done. If he doesn't get it done at that time, I'm going to send him for trial. Okay, so it's on him to get the class
Yes, sir.
done. You will not have any more time.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you, Ron.
Right this way.
Larry Dickerson, coming up. Come up.
Why couldn't Dickerson's lawyer be well? Judge Major Bell.
Which you have stuff right here.
Mr. Dickerson, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Okay, look.
Thank you, Your Honor. On September 12th, 2021, at approximately 1:50 in the morning, Blair Police Department initiated a traffic stop for failure to stop at a designated point. The defendant was the driver and sole occupant of the vehicle. Officer observed strong odor of alcohol on his breath, yellow, glassy eyes,
Clearly it
slow
does.
speech, poor balance, and defendant admitted to consuming 5 beers. The officer observed the defendant had urinated in himself.
Jam.
The officer also observed 20 empty beer cans on the floorboard in plain view. During an inventory search, officer found a crack pipe. Defendant could not complete the HGN walk and turn or one leg stand because of his age. The DIC 20 was read. The defendant consented to a blood sample. Defendant previously has a DWI from 1972, as well as a DWI from 1990 from Liberty County. A DWI from 1990 and 1972.
So is this a felony DWI then, or what?
I look at the JS's, not sure.
I know you say no, but if it's your third, then it's a felony DWI and you're looking at up to 10 years in prison. Mr. Dickerson, you have me worried. Not only that, but your case is now 3 years old because you are a flight risk. I'm going to tell you now, if you ever take off on me again, I will set your bond at $50,000. Do you understand me? Okay, we want you to come back. We want you to take care of this and we want you to be healthy. Not 20 beer cans in the car with a crack pipe in a 3-year-old case.
That's nothing wrong, Dixon.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now. I want to know what, if anything, is in your body. Do you have a Texas driver license, sir? Can you run his license, please?
Sure.
As it stands now, if it's true that you have 3 DWIs, I'm not allowing you to drive. I'm sorry, but that's just too much. I can't do it. I am ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If you use, I will put you in jail. No dope, no alcohol. Do you understand?
Listen,
You will be required to obtain a portable device that you're going to take with you everywhere you go to prove to me that you're not consuming alcohol. I will pay for it for you so that there's no excuse why you can't have it. You must charge this thing on a daily basis. If it goes dead, so will your bond.
I don't show a driver's license shoulder. That being said, the,
Regardless,
I see it, Your Honor. They switched up the driver's license and Texas ID number in the system. Give me 1 second.
And Judge, I do see, so we have a J&S from 91. So this is a second. I don't have a J&S from 72, so I cut that.
Where was the one from 72? Here in Harris County?
No. So the one from 91 was in Liberty County, the one from 72. It shows probated, but I don't have the, I just don't have the. It is. Harris, it's here. So I got one. 1 year probation, final policy. It shows Harris County.
Yeah, I mean, it's a third. It's very possible that they indict this as a felony. You need a lawyer as soon as possible to help you navigate this. Tell me, what do you do with yourself these days? Mr. Dickerson, what do you do with yourself? Do you have an income?
I'm retired. I'm 74 years old. And all them charges that when I was young, I ain't had nothing in the last 30 years.
Tired from what?
Age.
What did you do?
I was a truck driver, rod buster. Truck driver and rod buster.
Have any kind of retirement now, a pension, IRA?
Social Security.
You get Social Security. Okay, I will appoint your lawyer today, Mr. Dickerson. I am 100% serious that you are not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm sending you now for a drug test and alcohol test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. You must come back and we will talk where we go from there. If you take off on me, if you don't take the drug test, if you do not come back, I'm telling you, I'm going to make your bond extremely high. And if you don't have someone to pony up tons of money, you will be stuck like Chuck until this thing is over with. And it could be a very long time just to get all the records. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Thank you for coming back.
You are reading,
Oh, he's a warrant officer's arrest?
that's why there was a warrant, it's an open warrant.
I don't know. I mean, this case is, come up, sir. You have a warrant for your arrest now. You haven't posted bond, and your case is over 3 years old.
Yes, sir.
Why should we give you another PR bond?
Let me show you how this works. When Bel Air, a policeman,
I'm not gonna talk to you about the case. Look,
I wanted to hear
what matters
that.
is you have a warrant and you've been MIA for over 3 years. So why would we reward you with a free bond? We gave you one already and you took off.
sir, can I explain this? Please.
I don't want to talk about the case. You have the right to remain silent.
How all this come about? It's not that I hadn't been trying to take care of this case. Listen, I've been trying to take care of this case for 3 years. I went to Liberty County. I'm in Liberty County, that's where I live at. I went to the police station and they called here to Harris County. They said, we don't want it. We're not coming to get it. You see what I'm saying? So it went on. Then I had to go get a bondsman this time to get the notification how to get here today.
Sounds like to me what happened. You may have been arrested several times in Liberty County, and then you sit in jail for 10 days, waiting to see if someone's gonna come get you. They don't come get you.
Y'all wouldn't even come get me.
I can't tell them. I mean, it's a DWI, and they
Chief,
probably
you
don't have the
go
resources to
there,
send
take care of
people out to come get you on a misdemeanor.
Go.
If it was a felony DWI, perhaps, but regardless, you were supposed to come here and take care of it. And if they've arrested you multiple times and released you, you're on notice.
Sir, I just tried to get some notification to get here today.
Hi, Mom Spaghetti.
I got to have bondsman from Liberty County to trace y'all down to get here today, and I still come here on my own to get this cleared up.
Oh,
I've been trying to take care of this.
he did come here on his own.
When I was released from the jailhouse, when they took me, they told me I was free to go, no charges, wasn't supposed to be nothing. And all that information about 20 cans and all that, that's not so. Now, if I wanted to, I could say something about my car. They took my car and I ain't never found it. In Bel Air, 2005 in Cali.
You're not driving now.
No, sir. No, sir, I don't have no transportation. Nothing in my name.
Your bond now, Mr. Dickerson, but I want you to go take a drug and alcohol test for me.
Yes, sir.
System, and then I want you to come back here.
Yes.
I'm going to appoint your lawyer and we see where we go from there.
All right.
I will tell you now, you must come back today. If you don't, I'm going to set your bond so high, you're going to split into 3. You understand?
That's why I'm here, sir, to take care of this.
Sending you for a test, and I want you to come back. Okay.
Right this way.
Oh, good. Come on.
Go ahead and sign for your receipt, please.
And Your Honor, he's gonna have to hold off on going over there, because otherwise, until the warrant is being stated, they won't pick him back up. As
Right. We'll do it right here, right now.
Yeah.
That's good now.
You know, while we're
You ready
waiting
for the next one, Logan?
it's
Vincent.
been a while since we've seen Mr. Pena.
Stephen Vincent, come on up.
Wonder if he's doing okay. Mom Spaghetti, we're so glad you found it here too.
Good morning, Mr. Vincent.
How you doing, sir?
Mr. Vincent,
Oh boy, this
you're
guy
charged with criminal trespass. You were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. On August 24th, officers observed the defendant exiting the Cloud Pen Creamery. Officers detained the defendant, placed him in handcuffs because the officer had recognized the defendant and had provided the defendant with trespass warning on June 29th. And officers noted that the mix, which is the building that the Cloud 10 Creamery is in, did have a criminal trespass affidavit on file. Officer was unable to get a unit to respond to the location, so officer released defendant and provided another criminal trespass warning, informed defendant that a warrant would be filed for his arrest.
So where is he at?
The mix, it's set up like it's a commercial residential building. There happens to be a Cloud 10 Creamery in it, like an ice cream store.
Mr. Vincent, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go back to this place. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You will also have a warrant for your arrest because your case is also extremely old. This case is from 2023. So tell me about yourself. What do you do for a living?
I'm a retired instrument technician.
Okay. Do you have an income, sir?
I don't get no social security or nothing yet, no. I'm only 57, I'm 57 years old.
7, huh?
I just turned it.
Today, Mr. Vincent, where are you living now?
And third ward. Yes, sir.
Okay. Don't pick up any new cases. I will reinstate your bond today, meaning that you have a warrant. I'll take away the warrant for you today, but this is the only time I'm going to do it. I will not do it again. If you miss court again, if you fail to communicate with your lawyer, I will revoke your bond, and this time I will put you in jail. Probably don't have anyone that's able to pony up a $5,000 bond for you. So if you go to jail, you will probably be stuck there until the case is over with. All I'm asking you to do is stay in contact with the lawyer that we give you and don't pick up any new cases and don't go back to this brewery.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will.
Don't go to the brewery. Listen, Judge, can we talk about this for just 1 second? The servers there need guys like him to come into that brewery. You're really, really putting a dent in the economy if you stop that guy from going to that brewery.
We'll have you go to Victoria to sign a reset.
Now I'm going to get a lovely comment on how I overserve people who shouldn't be served at all. Bring them on, guys. Bring on the comments.
Mr. Vincent. I'm sorry. No, you're Dickerson. This is Vincent. Just take a seat.
No, you're Dickerson.
You done with Mr. Vincent?
I need him to fill out an application though. Okay, and then we'll appoint your lawyer. Yes, please. Hey, Logan, do you mind filing those conditions on Mr. Vincent, please? Yeah.
That would be me.
Hi, Damien. Thanks for coming. So we have here. Good morning, Ms. Thompson. How's jail?
And there's Connor
Good.
again.
I'm glad that you hate it.
He works so hard.
You know, in my short time here, what I find is that the more miserable experience someone has, the higher likelihood they will have of thinking twice before doing something that lands them.
Or, Judge, the more miserable time they have, the better chance they have of marrying that person.
In the clink. Do you know what I mean? Now you've picked up a very, very serious case.
I don't know either.
You've picked up a violation of a protective order. And I'm going to tell you that I'm going to put conditions on this. And the Texas Constitution does not allow me but very, very limited circumstances to hold someone at no bond, zero bond until this case is over with. This is one of those cases. If I find there's probable cause and I put conditions on your bond, you violate said conditions, I can have a hearing to hold you at no bond. And I will do it in a heartbeat to protect every person of Harris County. Do you understand? Okay, that said, you're facing now up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine on this.
Believe it or not, I have people who come to my bar and let's say they got trashed once. They came in, they drank too much, and then noticed that they obviously have no idea when to say no. I do not. When they come in, they keep coming back. They get 2 drinks from me the entire night. If they've abused their privilege of drinking alcohol in the past with me, they get 2 drinks. I tell them that. You get 2 drinks. And in between the drinks, there's water. You're going to drink the whole glass of water before another drink comes out to you, and then you're going to eat something. So if you want to come to this bar tonight, you better be prepared to pay for a meal, drink your water, and stop at 2. And they come back. They come back. Then, like Mike was so pleased that I don't let him drink more than 2. He brings his whole family in, and Deb, his sister, is like, "Oh, I just love that he comes here. Thank you so much." But I mean, there's other people who come that they get more than 2 drinks from me, but that's because they're not idiots and they didn't get trashed at my bar once. It only takes once for me.
This case. So she had an assault. That's what she was out on bond for. Okay, so what happened here? Please?
On the assault or the?
On the VPO.
On the VPO on August 20, 2024, officers were dispatched to a location in Harris County, Texas. Officers met with the complaining witness who stated that the defendant was staying at his home because she had nowhere to go. The complaining witness and the defendant got into an argument, and the defendant started to cut up the complaining witness's clothes. The defendant admitted to living there because she had nowhere to go and cutting up his clothes because he called her a bitch. Officers found multiple items where a hole was cut by the defendant. The defendant has a no contact order with the complaining witness or to be within 200 feet of his residence.
A protective order.
Yes, Judge.
Not to go back. All right, well, I'm gonna find that there's probable cause to go forward case. Looks like they didn't do another one. I'm now entering another magistrate's order for emergency protection that identifies Robert Lawrence Rees as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where he lives or where he works. I will tell you that I don't know if you're going to get out, but if you do get out and you violate this, a second violation of a protective order, number one, I will have a hearing to hold you at no bond. The other thing is they will now file a 3rd-degree felony and you will be looking at 2 to 10 at the penitentiary on a second or more violation of protective order. Do you understand? On the
Have we ever seen one person ever in these courtrooms get 2 to 10 at the penitentiary for a second domestic violence? I mean, they all get second domestic violences, all of them. I don't know if we've seen any that only had 1.
on your assault case, your bond is still there, but ixnay on your bond day. And I'm now revoking that bond and setting it at 5,002.
I love when he speaks Spanish.
5,001. I also don't think that you should merit a PR bond. Look, or no, they didn't give a bond on the DPR, I guess, right? No. Yeah.
There's $1,000 bond right now.
What do you think?
Judge, I give the discretion to you. However, given the dim summary, it seems that I'll leave the discretion.
What happened in the assault? How bad are we talking?
Give him a number.
Did she?
I want to just read you the.
Is it bad?
Complaining witness post fist and struck him in the face at least twice. Defendant also kicked him, causing the complaining witness pain. Complaining witness and used both hands to push the defendant away from him when she was hitting him. Complaining witness heard defendant breaking things inside the apartment when she was at the door. Defendant was the only one inside the apartment. Officers saw broken glass, table lay on the floor. Defendant said she pushed complaining witness and he pushed the defendant back, but defendant never punched complaining witness. Defendant said she possibly pushed complaining witness' face with an open palm. So it seems like it was just 2 hits.
I will leave the bond as is. I'll leave it at 1,000. Ms. Thompson, if you are able to post bond or if someone does it for you, I'm ordering you as a condition to get a GPS monitor prior to your release and not to go within 1,000 feet of where he lives or where he works. There will be a radius with regard to the GPS monitor, so we will know if you go close. And you already know what's going to happen. I will have a hearing to hold it no bond. I'm ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. I will randomly test you. Do you have any questions? Is someone going to bond you out? These are the things that you must consider when you're out there in the free world. Because if you don't have someone to bond you out, what happens?
Say it, Judge, say it.
And I will tell you that just to get a 911 tape takes somewhere from 6 to 9 months. It's ridiculous how backed up they are. And you will sit there
Lagging?
all the while.
Do you mean lagging?
So from now on, when you're out there in the free world, these are things that you must consider. When you let loose and when you act without thinking of consequence, there are serious ramifications. You now know. Okay. All right, Connor. So let's set it off a couple of weeks and then we'll just come back and see where we're at.
Sounds good.
Any questions, man? Okay. Good luck.
You made me remember a mistake I made yesterday at work.
Had Mr. Fox.
I broke a plate the first time. That's
Just a
what they
friend.
get for making me
Saying happy
double.
birthday. Mr. Fox, come up.
Ladies, that was you. It's just a friend for his friend.
So when we had our court setting in Fort Bend, he was taken into custody and then he bonded out on his MRP. Well, I understand that.
I'm ordering you to undergo a TRAS at this time, Mr. Fox. This is an evaluation.
Actually, I don't know if they're already doing that.
In light of his DWI, this changes things.
Okay.
So I'm going to amend his conditions. I want him to do a TRAS to see what we do now from here and if he needs inpatient treatment. If you need inpatient treatment, that's what's going to happen. So I don't know. There are
Patient
people.
judge as in locked away for 90 days.
Well, it's not just 90 days. It's like 9 months.
He'll lose everything.
There's consequence to behavior, Mr. Fox. You've now picked up a DWI while you're on probation for this case. There are people smarter than me that will interview you to see where we go from here. And that's what I'd like to do. Because I think the smart thing to do is identify what the problem is and tackle that problem before something worse happens. You now
He's actually scheduled when he leaves here to go to his probation officer. No.
I want to have him TRAS. He's going like this. He has an assault that was dismissed. He's picked up he picked up the case with us, the terroristic threat. He also has a violation of some kind that was also dismissed. And now he's picked up a DWI. Something is happening. And it seems like to me, he's going down. So the idea is to kind of hit him to get him to go up before he goes down like
Judge,
this.
I'm happy to say that I have been introduced into his life. And you know that that's 100% the same mission that our firm has. That's my mission for every client. Let's get to the bottom of what's happening. Why did you go your whole life? Now all of a sudden you're starting to spiral. And so that is something that we are working on.
I like this.
But
I will too.
whatever the court sees fit, I know you want the
Mr.
best
Fox.
for him.
Um,
You're gonna take a test. They're gonna evaluate you to see what kind of issues you have with drug and alcohol. He didn't have an
Mr.
issue.
Butler, did they order any type of alcohol monitoring device on?
He is, yes. He 100% got that from the judge in court 5 in Fort Bend.
What did he get?
Alcohol lock, the breathalyzer for my car. Yeah, he does a breath test.
How can we latch onto that to see if he tests positive now for that?
Yeah, and he drug tests their judge as well. They've got him on that thing where if it goes off, he's got to go down there and give a sample.
I need to know that if he tests positive though.
I'll tell you
So-
what, if he's got to pee really bad right now, we'll be happy to give a sample. Absolutely.
No.
I guess, I mean, that's,
Cheer you on.
we're sending him now to go get the TRAS done now since he's here. We can have him do a walkthrough now.
Okay. That'd be great.
So that it's efficient.
Yeah. And if you want him to leave a sample, he'll be happy to.
But how can we latch on to?
Because I'm going up now. I mean, I am in such an upswing right now.
And Judge, you remember from private practice how probation department is kind of, is there any way we could have the CLO like tell his probation person he's not going to make his meeting so they don't write that down as a.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Because you know how that goes, right?
Hello.
Miscommunication, next thing you know, it's he missed it, you know.
On bond for this case, I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol.
Absolutely.
Anything from now on, I will revoke your bond and I'm going to quadruple it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understand, Mr. Fox?
Yes, sir.
I don't know what the TRAS is going to say, but it's more than likely I'm going to go with what the recommendation is.
Okay.
Whether they say inpatient treatment, whether they say outpatient,
missed
whether they say intensive outpatient, I don't know. It's not up to me, but they're the ones that are going to interview you. Be honest, because if you're not honest, I'm going to make you redo it. And we will know if you're not honest. Because if they come back and say he's little dandelions, it's just not true. And we know it's not true. You know what I mean? So be honest. We want to get to the root of what the problem is so you don't do much more damage to where you dig yourself from a hole that you can't crawl out. That's the idea. I don't like to put people in jail and I don't get off on it, but I want to see you better yourself, right? And I'm willing to do whatever it takes and I'm willing to pay for whatever it takes to get to that
I have been
goal
bettering myself.
and end game. Well, you telling me that means nothing. It's one in there and out that ear.
Okay, but what does that have to
Actions
do with his
speak
wife?
louder.
He
And
says
all I know
stuff about
for
his
the
wife.
last
Hi, John.
year, you're now on 4 cases and they're serious cases that endanger the public, all of them. I will do everything in my power to
that's
protect the
so
public
cool.
in every
gosh,
single
That
way.
is so nice.
Understand?
I can't wait
Okay.
to see it.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Butler.
Yes, sir.
Send it for the TRAS and then we'll set it off for like maybe a week and a half to get the
Now.
results and we'll go from there.
I wanna find
Yes,
it.
sir.
Help me. Help me
That
find
way.
it.
I got a last minute appointment, last name Bob.
Okay.
Who is one of the fellows who came in with an open warrant.
Yes. And you know what?
Just miss it or
I may
something.
have,
He got arrested.
let's see, perhaps he does. I hope he didn't. get-
shut down?
Can you sign this also as a plea? And on this one, you can call me that he paid the bonds. If you want GPS monitor before releasing them.
Help me out, guys. Where is it?
It's the 45.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
I told you. Hey, you remember the bond, remember the bond on Taron Walker? They're about to let him out. The one that's smoking dope with a 4-month-old or 4-year-old in the car.
Hi, Scottish lass.
We set the bond at like 50,000 or something. He's about to get out, post bond. Yes. Yeah, of course I want the GPS.
Michael.
And then
Mike
he's
out,
gotta be here.
please.
My notes are not up there.
Where do I get it?
No, I want him, the day he gets out, I want him here the
Where do
next
I
day.
go to see
So
him
if
talk
he
about
gets
his
out,
wife and say happy birthday?
today's Thursday, I want him
For
here
after.
tomorrow.
I'll let Victoria know so she can tell the attorney.
So they're not gonna,
He posted bond.
he did post it.
Wonder if it's the second one. But we'll find out.
I need to take a meeting, Judge, but I can get back on if he comes.
Do what you.
Okay, thank you. And then I guess if he doesn't show up, we'll roll to tomorrow. Or,
No, if he doesn't show up, I'm revoking. I
okay,
told him exactly what I was gonna do. Just give it a second, maybe he'll show up. And then, you left me your cell phone, right? Will?
I have yours.
Yeah, I got it. Okay,
Thank you, Lee.
I'll reach out to you if he does. Don't just stick around for,
Hey, it's great. It's great office audio. I love it. It's good entertainment.
Well,
All right, thank you, Judge.
for sure will.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Judge.
I love you.
You got walls?
I got walls. Yes, sir.
Okay, Miss Walls, come up, man.
That right.
Somebody just said a bad word. Did you hear that?
For some reason, our TVs aren't working, but I've appointed you, Will, who's going to represent you. Do you mind getting her cell phone number on this, please, Deputy? Let me give you. You have a pen? Okay. Would you mind writing your cell phone on that, please? No. I'm going to give that to the lawyer, and then he's going to reach out to you. Okay, I will chat you the number, Will.
Okay, fantastic. Good morning, Ms. Walls. My name is Will. I'm your attorney. I'll be texting you here shortly.
Okay.
It's your responsibility to stay in touch with him. As long as you do, good things will happen. Okay? I'm going to waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you got to stay in touch with him and he will tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I will not give you another PR bond. How many people have you seen us put into custody today? A lot, right? I'm not asking for much.
Brenda, would you like me to show live stream to her so she can see what it looks like?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So when you leave here now, we're gonna have you first sign conditions. You're not to hang out with this person, not to go back to this location, and don't pick up any new cases. We'll have you sign your reset. We'll give you a copy of the conditions. You'll be leaving here, and then as soon as you leave, he's gonna reach out to you. You guys talk about the case, and then we'll see you the next time. Okay? All right. Please.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Still no Dickerson?
So Will got Mr. Dickerson. Did he really? Got it.
Okay.
That makes me so
Hey,
happy.
hey,
I got a last minute appointment, last name Bob,
okay.
who is one of the fellows who came in with an open warrant.
Yes, and you know what? I may have,
He got arrested for possession of marijuana and a bunch of Class Cs. So they time served the Class Cs and gave him a court date of last week. And then he didn't understand what was going on.
Sorry, Mr. Bob, some other day. We got work to do. We're on a mission. I have a feeling Judge Fleischer is chatting with his YouTubers right now. I don't know. I will.
I'm back on Mr. Dickerson, Your Honor.
he's here.
That's just awesome. It's fine. No one knew.
Oh. Right.
Did Will trim his beard? Yes, yes, he did. Oh, they took Mr. Dickinson away, but Judge said, don't take him down. So he shouldn't be far. He should be coming right in. Oh, legal, I'm sorry. Next week I'll be there. Nordic Viking.
Signed one of y'all's conditions.
Who's that? Who's that? Who the heck is that girl up in Judge Viking?
He showed up in drug services.
Look, Victoria's right there. Who is with Judge Viking?
All right, coming up, sir.
All right, coming up, sir. No, he wasn't.
Okay, so Mr. Dickerson, remember, no alcohol, no drugs. You will be randomly tested. You must get a portable device that you're going to take with you. I will give you time to get it and I will pay for it for you. So there's no excuse for you not to have it and have it operational. You're not allowed to drive. Do you understand? I have given you a lawyer as well. Mr. Will reach out to you here momentarily and you guys can talk about the case. Your case is very, very old, so you will not get much time. So within the next 30 to 45 days, we need to make a decision on what you're going to do with this case. The other thing is you need to be careful, like I said, because Will, this is his third. He has one from 79. He has another DWI from 91. I don't know if they're going to, indict it or not. So that's something that you guys need to be on the lookout for. Do you have any questions? Okay. For now, I will have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, you'll get your conditions from pretrial. When you leave here, we will give Will your phone number. As a matter of fact, if you don't mind, if you can give me your cell phone number, I will give it to him now. How are you going to get back to Liberty County, sir?
Right out there waiting for me.
You have someone. Don't drive. Yeah, negative. Yeah. Do 30-day reset. He must appear here at the next setting.
Do you think he's a drummer?
And then I want to make sure that we have a no driving affidavit just in case.
Oh.
Did we do a no driving on Mr. Dickerson?
No.
Okay, I want to do one. This is an affidavit that you're going to promise me that you're going to make now, Mr. Dickerson, that you're not to drive. If I find that you drive, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. So don't do it for any reason. You must get permission before you do anything. Okay. Yeah, I'll reinstate the bond. Okay, that's for you. We will have you head over this way, and then I'll give your lawyer the phone number, and as soon as you leave here, he's going to reach out to you.
I live in Liberty County. I got like 50 miles, 100 miles around too. I gotta know my information before I head out. I'm gonna miss them, I'm gonna be late. And I'm trying to avoid that.
Okay. So what you're gonna need to do is, can we set them up to get the interlock now?
I'll have to amend this condition.
Yeah, if you want, because you're gonna have to come back to get the blow device. I can have you set it up to get it now while you're here, so you don't have to come back, and you can come back in a month. You wanna do that? That way you don't have to come back in a couple days to get it done?
I'm gonna come back in a month and get it done. I ain't got that kind of money, coming. It's 100 miles round trip
You have to come back.
in 2 days.
No,
Okay.
in 30 days.
That's right.
But you need to go get your blow device today,
Yes. Got it.
okay? I'm paying for it for you so that there's no excuse, all right? Okay. Yeah, coming up, let me just send this to Will real quick so I don't forget. Okay, so this is Mr. Dickerson's phone number. Will.
Okay.
Raise your right hand, please.
Will Vaughn is not in this meeting. What
Please swear not to
the?
operate one vehicle without-
I'm right here.
I know. Stupid Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah,
What was the case number for?
yeah, it's this one.
I thought we had it.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Judge, the dates are September 24th.
September 24th to the 26th, Will.
Let's do. Do the 24th, please.
Back to drug test on that date.
You know, if you really,
No, so we can figure out where we're going. This case is over 3 years old. No,
hold on, I'm getting it. You know, it'd be really, really, really creepy if somewhere out of nowhere, someone went and hearted something from 2023. Oh, wait. Let's do this the right way. Oh, wait, doesn't that heart it? I have to go to into each one? Oh, well, I like you, but I'm not, no, I'm not clicking. I was gonna like a whole bunch from years ago, but yeah, I can't. It's too much clicking for me, guys. But look at Will go, guys. He's an icon. I'm gonna go further. I'm gonna go further and do one more. Let's see if I can get him as a drummer. That's why I came here. I looked to see if he was as a bobblehead. Look, that one gets a heart. I'm not good at Instagram, so don't make fun of me because I don't know where to go to leave a heart. Ah, look, Minnie Will. Okay, here we go. This is Linus's spotlight. I shouldn't have done that. I got distracted. Here we go, Linus. You get to see it all over again.
no waived appearances. It's plea or trial. Logan, on Dickerson, do you have all your discovery?
I'm not sure you're right about the link computer. That I believe we have, do.
Can you just, because the case is way, way old, do you mind trying to just?
Sure.
Thanks.
I don't know if those aspects are fair about it.
So.
Came back and popped it. Are you doing the manual order for Mr. Dickerson?
Yeah, we need to do the amended order so that he can get the device today
Judge again.
while he's here.
All right, Judge. Thank you much.
Thanks, Will.
And happy birthday to Linus there.
Yes!
I don't know if she's still on. Let me see.
She was like 5
Let me see.
Thanks, Will.
You're welcome. Hey, Logan, send me that video, man.
Oh, we'll do. Once I get my computer reset.
All right.
They all
Y'all
think
get
you're
me.
handsome, Will. They all love you.
Well, I have my wife to thank for that. She made me how I am. All right. Y'all be good ones.
This other one says, Mr. Vaughn, if you're watching, included a potted plant in the bottom left of your screen. Yes. Include.
It's not real. So.
Okay.
All right, see y'all.
I love him.
All right.
Oh, I love him. Oh, he's awesome. Because, like, I don't know, he has to know that there's hundreds, thousands, depending on who shows this Judge Fleischer's courtroom, hundreds of thousands of people watching. And they told him he was handsome. And, you know, he went, oh, it's because of my wife. Ah! He didn't have to bring up his wife at all. I really love Will. Yeah. So yeah, now, damn, he just ruined my life. Okay, I don't like Will anymore. He's mean to me. Fine, he's a great guy. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. I have to go get some sleep. I have to. But I got one more thing for today before I say goodbye. Maybe she saw it. Who knows? Damn it. At least I got my Teddygrams back. I'll just use those to console me. I got one more thing, but first, thank you so much for coming out, guys. Thank you, mods, for all you do. It was a little rough lately, and you guys are just shining stars. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Ready? Are you guys ready? One of us is not. My new outro. I have a new outro. Hey, Miss Glow. Fozzie, thank you for the song for my new outro.
Got these lights that close digital dreams. Through the screen, her blue eyes gleam. Wicked humor, sharp as a knife. Her stream sparks electric light. Late night when the world sleeps, she's the friend that always keeps. Giggles roll like thunder loud. She stands out in any crowd. Cassie's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted, sharp. In a way, there's no alarm. Freedom tales late into the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle, she lights the way. Her eyes mirror sky so blue. In her jokes, there's a truth so true. With each string, she brings the light. Turns dark days into bright. Cassie's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted, sharp. In a way, there's no alarm. Streaming tales late into the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle, she lights the way. Cassie's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted, sharp. In a way, There's no law.